Tourists from everywhere drive by to marvel at the mansions in the Garden District.
But tourists don't know about the 15-minute drive to Metairie to see a modern, real New Orleans marvel.
In the heart of quiet, dignified Metairie is a house you wouldn't believe unless you saw it. It began its existence as a Cape Cod-style brick, as anonymous as its neighbors. The owner decided to remodel, just expand the house a little. Then he got creative. The result was turrets and towers and domes, gables and arches, curves and squares and copper what's-it, lines that seem to bend and sway, and exterior colors that fall somewhere between Walt Disney and Baskin-Robbins. It's the dream house of a local doctor who calls it his fantasy. He hired architect Paul Sciortino to make it a reality.
I've never met anyone like the owner, who was willing to take chances, was willing to step out on the water, if you will, and was willing to give me a lot of liberty, even push me beyond what the normal liberty that I would take.
The reaction of the workmen to this decidedly non-standard project was predictable.
Initially, there was some skepticism, some doubt, some bewilderment.
But as the work progressed and they became involved and began to contribute, it was a different story.
There was much enthusiasm generated, and emotion and passion and excitement, and it was a wonderful experience. Men and women, young and old.
Inside, the house is a place for living, but also for discovery and delight. Delight in new and unexpected shapes everywhere you turn.
All of the forms come from natural forms, not a duplication of these things by any means, but the form resembles what you would see in nature.
The organic shapes are there, but so are shapes with mystical significance. And walking through the house is like looking at clouds to see what you can find in the shapes.
A stroll across the third floor also shows up on the ceiling of the second story, and as a shadow movement on the wall.
Not even the doors are ordinary. This is the male-female door. You'll notice the female is broad at the hip, narrow at the shoulder, and the male is just the opposite. And of course, the yin and the yang fit together just beautifully.
By paying more specific attention, you'll understand perhaps how it went together, why it was made that way, what it means, and that was part of my desire, so that the owner wouldn't get tired of it, that it would remain vibrant, that it would continue to stimulate the occupants of the home as the years go on.
I'm Bill Yeager for Real New Orleans.